Hi, welcome to Let's Talk Gardening. I'm Norma Samuel with the University of Florida Institute of Food and Agricultural Sciences, UF-IFAS Extension, Sumter County. Today I'll be talking to you all about sourcing seeds, and who better to talk to than my husband, Lesroy Samuel. I like to buy the latest shoes, but Lesroy likes to buy the latest seeds when they hit the market. So he'll show you all about sourcing the seeds that he has. So let's talk with Lesroy. Lesroy, thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Let's Talk Gardening. And last time when you were on, you spoke to us about the asexual plant propagation technique of grafting, and you also told us about budding. So now we're going to talk about seeds, and you're one of those persons that I like to say, go crazy when it comes to seeds. And tell us, how many seeds do you have, or packages and different types of seeds?
I have quite a lot of seeds. For tomatoes, I have over 300 varieties of seeds. Peppers, sweet peppers, probably about 60-65 varieties of seeds. Broccoli, about 50-55 varieties of seeds.
Okay. Now, do you save seeds or do you just purchase seeds? I see you have a lot of different catalogs here. What is your preference?
I prefer to buy the seeds online or from catalogs. If it's a heirloom variety, I may save the seeds from that particular variety. But for hybrid seeds, I prefer to buy the seeds from a seed company or online catalog.
Now, what's the difference between a hybrid seed and a heirloom seed?
Heirloom seeds are from we call field pollinated. Generally, varieties that are older, more than 50 years. Hybrid seeds are pollinated under a controlled environment. We're using two different varieties with particular characteristics you're looking for in those varieties.
Okay. Now, do you usually save seeds from hybrids?
No, we try not to save any seeds from hybrids because you're getting seeds from two particular varieties, so it may not come back through the type. It can be anywhere between the spectrum of either variety.
Okay. You have quite a lot of catalogs here. I know some of these are older because you now totally go online, but we're not really advertising these catalogs. But what are some of the things you look for when you're selecting seeds from catalogs?
I generally look for catalogs that are been around for quite a long time. Like Harris seeds been around for a long time. I've been ordering seeds from them for the past 10-15 years. So I just recently ordered some seeds from them. They were having clearance on a number of seeds at the end of the spring season, which is generally a good time to go online and search to see which companies are offering any discounts or clearances on the seeds. So that's generally the best time to buy their seeds, at the end of the spring season or the end of the fall season.
Now, because we're in Florida and environmental conditions are totally different in Florida than other places, are there specific catalogs or things you look for in terms of what seeds to buy based on our zone?
Generally, most of the seeds can be grown in all environmental conditions. So when you're going through the catalogs, you want to make sure that you're selecting seeds that will do well in your environmental conditions. Some seeds that are more specific for northern areas, they will tell you, so you want to avoid those seeds.
Okay, very good. Now, on these seed packets, you have quite a lot of seed packets here. If you could pick one of those up for me. And turn to the back of the seed packet, and it says the date that it's packed for. What does that mean? And do you keep these seeds longer than that date?
Yes, the day that is the date that it is packed for generally mean you get the highest percent germination if for that time period. But if you keep the seeds in a nice cool area like the refrigerator, especially after you open that packet, it could last for years. I have seeds in the refrigerator, the fridge, not the freezer, for over 15 years, and they just germinate at a high percentage after 15 years.
Wow.
So
Oh,
usually, once I open the seed from the original packet, I would store it in a small Ziploc bag, seal it, and place it in a larger bag and put it in the fridge door. What I would do is to record all the information as much as possible from the seed packet. Like for example, this one here in my hand, this is broccoli. The variety is green Goliath. It takes 55 days to mature, and I've had this particular packet since 2011.
okay. Now, do you usually do a germination test on your seeds prior to planting, especially those that you've saved for that long?
No, I haven't done that. Given to the fact that I usually get 100% germination, I just plant them directly in the seedling trays. I had a particular variety of tomatoes that I ordered, Granny Cantrell. The germination on that one was pretty poor, I would say 50%. So what the seed company did was to send me twice as much seeds. So that way I'm still getting close to 100% germination because I have twice as much seed as they were advertising.
Okay. Now, I know a lot of people, they tend to, look for seeds that are GMO free. And what exactly, in terms of vegetables, are there any GMO vegetables out there? Is it just a myth? How many GMO, producer out there that you can find at the market at this point in time?
GMO, as the definition says, are genetically modified organisms using techniques like gene splicing. Currently, there's about 10 plants that are out there that are genetically modified. There's squash, corn, papaya, potatoes, alfalfa, canola, soybean, Granny Smith apples, cotton, and sugar beet. So where vegetables are concerned, there's only corn, squash, and sugar beet. So there's no genetically modified sweet pepper or tomatoes or eggplants for that matter.
Okay, so then that means when you go to the store and you see a tomato and they say it's a non-GMO tomato, that's false
That's
advertising.
just for deceptive advertising.
Okay.
Because there's no such thing in the marketplace.
Thank you so much for joining us today for Let's Talk Gardening. I'm Norma Samuel with the University of Florida Institute of Food and Agricultural Sciences, UF-IFAS Extension in Sumter County.